As a starter, undaunted in either case, and has come back each and every time to flash the ability that made him the #1 overall pick in the draft when he came out of Cal.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Out of the gun, Goff. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And now the first NFL carry for the former Georgia star, DeAndre Swift. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, here's Goff. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Former first-round pick Leonard Floyd is no longer with the Bears, so they signed Robert Quinn to replace him as a sack guy. And Robert Quinn just got one right there. Had 11.5 sacks last year with Dallas. The best since his lone all-pro season in 2014. And I know the Bears are his 4th team in 4 years after stints with the Rams, Dolphins, and Cowboys. But don't be fooled by that. Robert Quinn still has a lot of juice left in his tank.
After the sack on first down, Goff. Opening, and there he goes. And they will score a big 6 for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff firing quickly here, and that's complete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To the air again. Goff. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Call it a gain of 3. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And the Bears first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Lions nothing.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come down with it. And some say he was the victim of some subpar quarterback play last year. He didn't let that bother him at all. Stud, 98 catches and over 1,000 yards receiving. Allen Robinson just goes out and plays hard each and every week. One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
We remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Third and long. It's Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
After the interception, here's Goff. Popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. He's at the 30. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Folks, remember this, his first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in week 1, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night at all? No chance. Not one whatsoever, but he got it done.
Santos now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On third down, here comes Swift. And they will stop him short They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's David Montgomery, second-year man from Iowa State. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 4-yard line.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Demir Bird. It's 4th down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Take it at the 37. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We get things started with a good one in the NFC. Seattle traveling down south to take on Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it's the Seahawks who are out in front in the second quarter. Tyler Lockett, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Gun now on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
On first down, it's gone. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, here's Swift. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on third down, Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. And down inside the 15 he goes. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They try again with Cohen. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson there to make the grab. And the Bears will extend their lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And it's 21-3. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So Jared Goff, he is the focus of our player spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now it's gone. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's caught out left by Perriman. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Back to throw now on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
It's second and 8 at the 19-yard line.
And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
To Allen Robinson. First and goal, Chicago.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Again, it's Cohen. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears. John Mooney with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. As they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And it's taken in at the 9. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Chicago, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.